Yo, what's up, guys? Zeph here. Something I wanted to talk about is something that I've been struggling with for a long time, and knowing who I am, I'm pretty open. I'm not really like hesitant in saying what I think, feel. You know, this will be a one take. Also, I'm not gonna edit anything, and it's just me being me and talking about stuff. But um, something I want to talk about is addiction of like pornography and hentai, which falls into the same category as pornography, but it's something I've been hooked onto for a long time since I was a child. The age of 8, watching pornography just changes how you think, changes what you do. Even communicating with females or males, depending on what you like, your your views are different. Your expectations of life, everything changes, right? So yesterday I decided to like completely nuke my whole like hentai bookmarks, my pornography bookmarks, and just get rid of that addiction. And yes, I would say it's an addiction because people say that, oh, I'm not addicted, and then they continue to do it. Yes, you're addicted. You just can't agree with yourself because it's it's like there's two components to the body in my opinion. There's the soul, or there's the capsule, which is the human body, and then it's the soul and like the mind. So people agreeing with themselves is really hard to, whether it's a drug addiction, or pornography, or eating disorder. Eating disorders can be, in my opinion, can be a form of an addiction. Disorders can be an addiction, right? But yeah, yesterday I decided to completely delete everything. Just no more. I'm not gonna take precursors. Like I'm not gonna take extensions where I'll restrict myself from completely seeing stuff. Right. It's still important to see stuff. Maybe like people modeling and whatever. I'm not gonna be like no girls, nothing at all. But yeah, I've made a decision. To change my life. I'm 23. I'm approaching 25 eventually. Well, 24, 25, and I'm about to, in 7 years, hit 30, which is a pretty old age. But yeah, I've deleted that and I want to make a change. I want to see if I can go a year without it, without pornography, having to masturbate. Masturbating is a big form of disorders, especially in young teens, and even like it continues throughout, different forms, I would say. Having sex with people, or like what's it called, one night stand, stuff like that. It can lead to like different styles of relationships, right? But yeah, I'm not really someone that isn't to like relationships. I don't know, as I get older, I don't know, relationships just seem kind of bland to me. It could also be because of pornography. Pornography reduces, or I get dopamine deficiency, right? When you like masturbate and you know you do the deed, there's a reward system in your head. The reward system that humans and animals and everything, the reward system is kind of messed up. It's sadistic in a way, but it's also to keep you in control and make sure you have some sort of decision making, right? Without that reward system, people would be eating like crazy. They wouldn't stop, right? Well, but you know what I mean, right? But yeah, I've deleted that stuff. That I will be avoiding pornography, hentai, moving on, hopefully lasting for a good amount of time, and eventually just completely not relying on it anymore. Um, Try and be focused more, because the things that lead people to being like masturbating and pornography, watching that stuff, hentai, um, is boredom. Boredom is the biggest killer to things. Boredom, and when you deplete your dopamine pools, your creativity and your brainstorming levels to an extent disappear. Like I haven't even felt in a long time where I could use my brain to like brainstorm. I try and try, but there's nothing clicking in my head. I feel like there's like some gears that are just turned off, right, because of the dopamine deficiency that I have, which I believe is a thing. Like obviously you have drawbacks, going from like this side, and then dopamine will drop down like this, right? Some people it goes up, some people are stable, right, dead center. It depends on like what kind of graph you're, but I'm definitely on one of these from left to bottom right. That's how it feels. And that's another thing that makes people depressed. When people are depressed, they do things that they want to, like, masturbate. I don't know why that is a thing. Like I recently talked to people in the game. They're like the first the thing I do before bed is masturbate, you know, and that was a thing I grew up since elementary. When I was a child, I figured out different ways of masturbating. Like when I was younger, I know this might be TMI, but I'm not gonna share exactly how I did it. Nothing with penetration, nothing. Just different forms of um, doing it. But yeah, it just wired me into like this behavior where I have to. I want to, change my life. I want to improve upon stuff. I want to challenge myself with stuff. Like I last year started running again. I've improved. My times improved. After this winter is done, I want to continue running, improving upon that. Eventually, running a marathon in the future. My goal is to start running 10 kilometers. Doesn't have to be fast. If you go at your own pace, 10 kilometers, if you're able to do 30 kilometers eventually, the guy who's doing 1 kilometer and struggling, and you can do 30 just fine, that's a huge accomplishment. To me, running a 30 kilometer, that's like weeks and years of training, and being able to hit that inconsistencies or whatever every like marathon you do or whatever, like even bench pressing or working out, it's a huge milestone. And anything else I want to share, but yeah, I feel like the most important thing out of all of this is, some people are very neglecting of their own, capsule, the human body and their soul. You have to work with each other. If your body is feeling terrible, don't force feed it even more, right? Unfortunately, the way some people in life, they continue to like make themselves worse, right? And it happens all the time. Some people don't improve their health. Some people don't care about like working out, which is fine. It's completely fine. Not everyone is supposed to be like an athlete, eating vegetables. Everyone wants to live. The guy can live eating burgers every day, whatever. Whatever makes you happy in life, do that. But the takeaway from this is just be honest with yourself. Be honest to the people you're around. Whether it's your family, your friends, even coworkers. Sharing stuff like that. But I have people to talk to, and an online community like you guys, a wonderful bunch. It's really eye opening because I don't know. Like a couple months ago, I had this like really not traumatic, but just like really rough time, and I really experienced the love from like my chat, like on Twitch. On YouTube I get support and love too, right? People subscribing, loving my content, that making their days happier and stuff. But yeah, be honest with yourselves, guys. If you have an addiction, don't be afraid to speak out, call a helpline. You know, Everyone is struggling in their own way, whether it's smoking weed or cocaine or whatever, doing pornography, hentai. And don't get me wrong, people that watch porn, there's people in the world that watch porn and they're completely fine. They work, they have family, they just use it as a source to de stress. But some people do it like once a week, like that's a normal thing, maybe twice a week. But then there's like the crazy people like myself, where you would do 3 times a day, 4 times, and then with a total count of like maybe, I don't know, over 50 times a week. Like that's a lot. That's just a bunch of dopamine you just depleted. But yeah, hope everyone's good. More Valorant tomorrow. I just wanted to speak out on about this, and just be a bit more open about it. And how long I've been watching stuff for. But yeah, I started watching porn when I was 8, and then eventually I think I moved on to hentai around 8 or 9, when I was that age. Yeah, so you know, but moving on, hopefully, and if I ever do come back to it, hopefully I can maintain it up to a week, maybe 2 weeks max. I don't want to go back to this like everyday dependency and continue ruining my soul, and it definitely eats at your soul. You will disagree. You're fine. It definitely eats at my soul. That's why I wanted to make this video and just be honest with y'all. But yeah, more Valorant content tomorrow. No more setbacks. This is I'm about to finish this video. But yeah, I love you guys. Love y'all. Take care. I'll be good. I'll try and stay strong. I'll always adapt. I like to challenge myself, even if it's for better or worse. And yeah, educate myself, in the reality of life. But yeah, love y'all. Peace out. More Valorant content tomorrow when I come back from work. And yeah, bye bye, guys. Love y'all. Bye.